Hello and welcome to Grassroots Cricket. This is Hijab Zahid and I have with me Stafanie Taylor from West Indies. Well, welcome you, Stafanie. How are you?
Thanks. I'm good, thanks.
Wonderful. Stafanie, back in Pakistan, picked up right where you left off in the last series. It's like no time has really passed for you. And, great ODI series for you and your entire team as well. How are you feeling and how's the mood in the camp right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. The mood in the camp has been fantastic. Yeah, sometimes as you're coming down to the end, the energy kind of gets a little dull because yeah, people are missing home. But yeah, it's nice to see that we continuing that performance on the field.
And before coming on this tour, Stafanie, were there any goals, any specific, things that you set yourself to achieve?
Yeah, I actually said to myself I would like to score 100 and possibly 250s. Yeah, I didn't get the chance for the 100. I got a 50 and I missed out on another one. So, but yeah, I think it's been a good one so far for me.
Yeah, and you've been here, you've played in Pakistan in these similar conditions before. And so, do you think your experience here and leading the team as well, the last time you were here in 2021, has helped the team, make better plans for the series?
Yes, and also the coaches that we do have, they would have probably coached or play here a little bit back in the days, um, and they've pretty much helped us in our preparation. We actually went to Dubai for a 1 week camp. I think the um, it's probably a little bit similar to here. And then when we got here, it's the transitioning was a little bit easier. But yeah, from when we played, we actually know about the condition. So yeah, that made it a little bit easy as well. So yeah, seeing Haley performed, I mean, she has been fantastic. She, last year she had probably the most runs in the T20, and to see that she come into this tournament and or this series with the most runs as well, and yeah, continuing that in T20 has been fantastic, and yeah, good. Yeah, she's been good as a leader.
Absolutely. And speaking of preparation, Stefani, you mentioned about that. So, how important do you think the series is in context of the upcoming World Cup this year?
Yeah, we know how important it is, and it's really nice to have five T20s. I think before we had like three, so it's really nice, coming to the World Cup, we having more T20s to actually play. We know that T20 is not going to be easy, especially when you meet the top teams. And yeah, in context for the 50 over, we know how the point system goes and how much we needed these points actually here, and points actually going into Sri Lanka is going to be important for our World Cup next year.
And you've played a lot of cricket, Stefani. Which format is your favorite basically to play? Which format do you think suits your natural game a lot? Is it the ODIs or the T20s?
Definitely the ODIs, definitely.
Absolutely. And who's the toughest bowler you faced so far in your career?
There have been a quite few. I would say Catherine Brunt is one. Um, Ishmael, Cap, and Elise Perry. Elise Perry was a good one. Well, still a good one, and quite some spinners actually. I find even the spinners here in the Pakistani team, they're quite good. The leg spinner Tuba, she's really good. We actually talk about her a lot in the team. But it's been some challenging um, bowlers over the years, but yeah, once you make that time and practice, it gets a little bit easier, but sometimes it doesn't when you're on a pitch that actually green. So but yeah, it's been challenging, but I relish those challenge.
And who's your favorite batting partner? Somebody you just love and enjoy batting with?
uh I would say Haley. I think over the years that we've been playing, like we know each other so well,
Yeah.
and I we actually have like a lot of partnerships together. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, I like batting with her. She makes my job easy at times too, even when I was captain. And I hope I make her job easy now that she's captain. So
Absolutely. It's a partnership that we love to see. And it's a pleasure seeing you and Haley back together when you were in your group. It's lovely to see. Can you share, Stefani, any memorable moments from this tour, maybe your last tour in Pakistan, anything on and off the field that any memory that you carry with you?
um, I find Pakistan, whenever we play Pakistan, whether it's here or in the Caribbean, it's always challenging. They keep us on our toes. I think the last time when we played, um, we we were in a bit of a trouble, and I remember scoring 100. I had a good partnership with Haley, and then she left, and then I think it was Shadeen Nation who actually came in, and yeah, she made a 50, and we both finished the game. And even here, like even in T20, Pakistan has been really challenging. We got the last game was, well, not last game, but the previous game, it was a close one, and I think they keep improving as time goes on. But yeah, it's always a challenge when we play Pakistan.
Yeah. And since we have you with us, Stefani, we'd like to just, get to know you a little bit more. So we're going to ask you a few questions about you as a player. So if we'd really like to know what is your favorite ground to play at and why?
Uh, I would say, oh,
You can
there's
name multiple grounds as well.
yeah, I like to play. I like to play at home, Jamaica. Sabina Park, I think, is actually a nice batting track. It's actually nice. I like to play here as well. I think the ground here is really nice. Once you get in, like, it's very nice to bat on. And probably a couple of grounds in Australia. I think
Oh,
Australia is quite good, and England at Taunton. That's a really good batting track. Like, from bar one, you could literally just play through the line. So
absolutely. And any, would like to share any best advice that you've ever received from your mentor or a coach that has really helped you kept going on?
um, I think it's just more, supporting me. There wasn't really much advice, but it's just always being very supportive. When I'm having like a bad tour, always being there. She's always been there. Growing up, like, I remember she used to be the president for the association, and I was like the baby. So she always see that she had to take care of me, because when I made Jamaica team, I was the youngest. I was like 10 years old, so I was a baby. They literally called me baby, and yeah, to she always said to watch how I've grown, and up to now, like, we still keep in touch. She literally messaged me last night saying, it's been a while since I actually watched you live, and I want to watch you live. But yeah, we've been in contact. She's been super supportive. Yeah, always, whether near or far, it's just like a phone call or a text message. So yeah, it's
Oh,
been good.
that's lovely to hear.
Yeah.
Do you have any pre-match rituals or superstitions that you do before going out for the game?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to share that?
Yes. So I like for my breakfast, I like to have beans. I really like to have beans for my breakfast. And before I go out to bat, I like to put my right foot pad on. Um, if I don't, I always feel like, oh, I'm not going to perform well today. So I always like
Okay,
to do
that's the
that.
superstition.
Yes, I like to do that.
Oh, wonderful. So if we talk about anything that when you're out there playing and when you're out there batting, do you have any favorite shots to play? And your go-to shot. You know what? I'm gonna play this one. I don't care where the ball lands. This is my favorite shot. I'm gonna go ahead with this one.
I would probably say over cover. That's I think it's actually like a beautiful shot, and
It's, I mean, we can say it because we spectated a lot. We see you playing it, so we can tell you it's exquisite.
yeah, it's over cover.
And lastly, we want to know what has been the most nerve-wracking moment for you as a player on the field.
Oh, I probably had a few actually. I think World Cup when we won. Yeah, I remember crying. We had like a really
Was that
important.
before it or before or after you won?
No, before we won.
Okay.
So while in the 2016 World Cup,
Yes.
so we played England, and I remember we had to win that game. I think we lost that game, and I cried because I thought we got knocked out. The game got really close, and even the other day, the girls were teasing me because they looked up the picture and they were teasing me saying I was crying. So that was one. Um, and then there was another World Cup. I think ICC posted it the other day when we played Bangladesh, and I had to bowl a last over. I think they needed, I think they needed probably about 8 off of 6 balls, and I had to bowl that last over. And yeah, it was nerve wracking. And I remember when I bowled that last over and when I bowled that last ball and I got the wicket, I just let went like, so it was like, yeah, but it's never a nice feeling, trust me, to be in those situations, but it's always nice when you get over it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you are because of those moments as well. Thank you so much for your time, Stefani. It's been wonderful chatting with you. We wish you the best of luck for the rest of the series, of course, with your injury as well,
Thank
and for
you.
the upcoming World Cup as well.
Thanks
Thank
much.
you.